Hello, hello, and welcome back. I'm Ghastly, and welcome to episode 3 of my Let's Play series, Exploring Mount Komorebi. If you're returning, then welcome back, and if you're new, then thank you so much for hanging out with us. Today we're going to go to the Festival of Light in the Senbamachi neighborhood, and it is my absolute favorite festival. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So if you joined us in episode 2 of the series, we went to the Festival of Youth, which was held in the Wakaba district. And today we are going to head to the Festival of Light, which is in the Senbamachi neighborhood. And that's where they have the cool temple and the cemetery and all kinds of cool places to wander around and explore. So we're going to take our pancakes and go check out, just make sure that we have the time right for the Festival of Light and make sure we're not going to miss it. I believe that is on Fridays, but we're just going to double check that real quick since there is one of the information boards not too far. Whoa! Careful there, Ghastly. There is an information board not too far from where we're staying at. And just a quick check on that. Oh, and our royalties came in. That's great. Can always use that. So as we saw in episode 1, these boards tell us a little bit about like the conditions on the mountain. It looks like it's actually icy today. And a little bit more about when the festivals are and certain dangers that you can come across while you're actually up in the mountains exploring. And of course, it's apparently a great place to eat road pancakes if you happen to bring those with you. And it looks like the Festival of Light is actually every Friday from 6 to 1 p.m. Every other Friday. Okay, so we have a little bit of time to kill here. It looks like that's going to be tomorrow. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of mountain climbing. And yeah, you got to put your pancakes down, Ghastly. Come on. Enough pancakes. There we go. So the skill that we're using here for our sim to climb and fall again and again and again and again is the new rock climbing skill that we gained in the Snowy Escape expansion pack. And once your sim gets to a certain skill level with this one, you can order climbing gear from a computer. And there are not any computers currently in any of the rental houses, as far as I know. Now, I've only stayed in 2 of them, but I'm just going to go ahead and assume that the third one also does not have a computer, just because it doesn't really match the aesthetic of Mount Komorebi that well. So what I did was use the Enable Free Build cheat. And that allows you to pretty much build anywhere on a lot that you are currently using. And I use that one quite frequently, actually. It's one of my absolute favorite cheats. And I will actually, while I'm talking about cheats, I will be doing a video fairly soon of all of my favorite cheats that I use for building and create a sim, and just to kind of help my game along. I'm not really too big on like any of the money or story aspect cheats. Those don't really do anything for me, but the building ones are definitely a must-have if you build pretty much anything in The Sims. So it looks like we finally made it up the wall! Yay! And this is just the beginner level of the rock climbing. You can go much, much further with this, and they actually have a mountain climbing excursion that you can do. It's one of the events in the game, and that allows you to get a group together and actually try to climb to the top of Mount Komorebi. And I do not recommend doing this one if you do not have a very high climbing skill, and definitely not by yourself. I believe you actually have to have a certain number of people with you, and of course you have to have the right gear and everything. It's definitely not a walk in the park. It's a climb up a mountain. But Ghastly is definitely in no shape to be climbing any mountains right now, apart from her little climb there that she fell off of quite a few times in her not very good climbing outfit, really. I mean, I guess she's a little warm, but that's not something I would go out and climb a mountain in. At least she's not wearing, high heels or a skirt or anything like that, but probably would dress a little bit better. But for now, we're just going to go explore some of the snowy trails along Mount Komorebi that are kind of in the same area as the snowboarding trails and the sledding, and I guess you would say the lower areas of the mountain. And there are a few really interesting little areas to check out back here. that have some shrines and things that you can go and explore and learn a little bit more about the local heritage of Mount Komorebi. Now, according to the information boards, there aren't any particular dangers out on the trails today, apart from it being a little bit icy. Now, there can be things like bugs and local wildlife that you can encounter while out hiking on the mountain, and you can pick up things for those like bug spray and certain things to keep those away in the Bits and Bobbles vending machines anywhere around. I believe it's in all 3 of the neighborhoods. But luckily it seems as though we're not going to be needing any of that for our little hike in the mountains today, which is a good thing because even in The Sims, bugs are something I would definitely just rather stay away from. Ugh. But one thing that we are going to encounter today are these cool little monkey statues, I guess. They're guarding the cave, and of course we have to take a selfie with them because why not? And we can give an offering to the monkey statues for a good fortune. And of course you want to pick something nice. You don't really want to give them a rotten food or something gross out of your inventory, but it's pretty much the same as any of the gifts that you give, like the romantic gift or the party gifts that you can give to people at their birthdays. You just give the monkeys an offering and maybe yell in the cave a little bit, see how much it echoes. But cool little addition to the hiking trails back there. And we'll just try, we'll give them a painting that we did, see if they like that. Unfortunately, you cannot go into this particular cave, but there are a few other ice caves higher up the mountain that are actually a woohoo location. And of course, we don't want to be woohooing around the monkeys of good fortune. That's probably not the most respectful thing to do. So we'll go ahead and leave that cave just to look at. But luckily for us, there are plenty of other things to explore while we're out on our mountain hike. And of course, fall down a few more times. One of those is, I believe there are steps. Yep, right over here to our left. We're going to go up those steps and actually fall down a few more times. But at the top of the stairs, we're going to find what I believe is a small Shinto shrine. And please correct me if I'm wrong on that. But from my experience, I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. Basically, these small shrines house the Shintai, which is a sacred object that the kami, or the god, is believed to reside in. Now, these objects are kind of representative of the particular god of a region, and the shrine is where the kami, or the god, resides in when they're in the earthly realm versus, of course, the spirit realm where the gods kind of live at. So, yeah, there it is. So we'll go ahead and go up and pay our respects and maybe take a picture, but of course we want to be respectful at this area because it is a very important site. So traditionally when visiting a Shinto shrine, you are supposed to bow twice and then clap your hands twice, but of course we don't have that animation. That would actually be kind of cool if somebody did make that animation, but we'll go with what we got. And we'll go ahead and take a picture of the shrine to kind of show our friends back home in Willow Creek the cool things that we're seeing in Mount Komorebi, and maybe ask the deity within the shrine for a wish. And oh, Ghastly, really a selfie. And then we're gonna go and continue on our path. And apparently Ghastly's feeling a bit emo today. Only she could go and walk on this beautiful mountain trail with all these awesome bridges and Shinto shrines, and look at you, you've got your head down, you're sad. Come on, Ghastly, cheer up. In all honesty though, that's just kind of her personality. I'm actually looking into a few mental health mods that are out there that will add a little bit more realism to my game and make her a little bit more like myself, because I have bipolar 1, ADHD, and PTSD. And I know for a fact that there is an ADHD mod out there. I don't know if I've ever seen a bipolar mod, but pretty sure that I've also seen a PTSD mod also. But you know, I know some people like to use the Sims. Actually, quite a few people like to use the Sims to kind of escape mental health issues that they're going through. But I really feel like it's important to kind of make Ghastly more like myself. Oh my goodness, no. I can't believe my phone works out here. But no, I can't go anywhere right now. But yeah, I just feel like it's important to make her as much like myself as possible, since of course Ghastly is my sim self. So I just feel like it would be much more realistic to also have her act like me in those ways. So we'll see. But we'll let her go ahead and go to the bathroom now, and then we will let her get some rest and come back in the morning once she has rested. So it is Friday morning, and we will go ahead and get Ghastly ready to go to the Festival of Light. And even though Ghastly's poor roommate has been kind of hanging out at the house by himself most of the time, I think we are going to go ahead and just have Ghastly go by herself to the Festival of Light, just so that we can focus a little bit more on the festival itself instead of taking care of everybody's needs.
Vinvapamare Muchi Peachy.
But as far as needs go, it looks like hers are pretty good right now, so we'll go ahead and go sledding a couple of times just to kill some time before the festival starts, because we've got just a couple of hours left before that actually gets started. So we'll go ahead and finish up breakfast and see if the roommate wants to go sledding for a little bit, get him out of the house for at least a little bit. Oh my goodness, he walked right through the fire. So we'll go, oh no, oh, processing. Ghastly.exe has stopped working. I have been having a lot of issues like this with my game, and I believe that it's the latest update. But yeah, we're gonna talk to ourselves for a little bit, and then we're gonna go sledding. The sledding is definitely more fun if you have kids with you. It's a really cute activity to do for the Sims families that have kids in them, which I guess that's just another vote for Ghastly needing to have kids. And let's see, the roommate has some kind of skill he's gaining there. I'm not too sure what that would have been, the wearing the wrong clothing for the environment skill, or he really likes hanging out in just his sweatpants. And he's a brave one, I guess. What do they call them? The polar bear club people that go... Who knows? But yeah, we'll go ahead and go sledding and say hi to some friends. Maybe we'll see Yama-chan. Oh, nope, we're gonna fall down again. We've been doing a lot of that today. Oh, looks like we're not the only ones. Must be a super icy day on the mountain today. Hopefully we can make it back down the bunny hill without falling too many more times. As far as I know, we don't have any skills go up on this one like we do with the snowboarding or skiing, but it's still kind of fun. You know, it's a good way to have some fun on the mountain without possibly hurting ourselves. Of course, you can fall out of the sled, but it's not going to hurt you, I don't think, nearly as much as falling down snowboarding or skiing would. And there we go, the Festival of Light. At this festival, you can get an exclusive taiyaki, which is kind of like a fish-shaped cake, I guess. They're filled with all kinds of different flavored pastes. You can get chocolate or strawberry or all different flavors. One of the traditional ways that they're made is with the adzuki red sweet red bean paste. That's a mouthful, but that is the traditional flavor, so we'll try to pick up one of those. You can also pick up a special kimono in one of the vending machines at the park where the festival is held. And finally, you can pay your respects to the dead and to your ancestors. And I believe that this festival is supposed to be like the Obon festival that they have. It's kind of like a version of the Day of the Dead, but a little bit different. So now that the festival has actually started, we'll go ahead and travel over to the Hanamigawa Koen, which is a park located in the Senbamachi neighborhood. And also located in this neighborhood is the... Oh my goodness, girl, put a shirt on. You've got to be freezing. Okay, I guess we're going to go ahead and sled one more time. And then we're going to go over to the Senbamachi neighborhood. And located there is also the temple, which hopefully if we have some time, we'll go ahead and check out that, and the bamboo forest also while we're over in the Senbamachi neighborhood. And of course, one of the bars of the Mount Komorebi map, the Izakaya Ippai, is also located in the Senbamachi neighborhood, but we're actually going to skip that one this time and stick just to the more natural, I guess you would say, the more naturey aspects of this particular neighborhood this time around. So now that we've arrived at the Hanamigawa Koen, we are going to go ahead over to the little plaza area like they have in pretty much all of the other festivals of this pack. They always have the little festival specific area, and I guess that they have the same thing in City Living for their festivals too, but this one has one in all of the different districts of the Mount Kamarabi map. So of course we have the usual food stalls, the vending machines, and of course the special Taiyaki stall also. We'll actually let Ghastly go ahead and get some sushi for her lunch, and then after a little bit we'll let her pick up a taiyaki for a bit of a dessert. I had originally thought that the filling in these was the satsumaimo sweet potatoes. They're like a purple sweet potato that is actually from the Okinawa region of Japan that I used to live in. They reminded me so much of the beni-imo tarts that are so famous in Okinawa, but then of course I remembered that they are the adzuki red bean paste filling, and that is actually the traditional filling in the taiyaki. Either way, both are super delicious, and I know usually as other Americans probably wouldn't think like, oh my gosh, a bean paste in a sweet, what are you? But it's really sweet, and it's really good. Definitely recommend trying that if you have the opportunity to do so. But we'll let Ghastly go ahead and finish up her sushi and have a little conversation. Looks like this guy is just not interested in talking to her at all. My goodness, Ghastly, what did you say? Oh, we'll try to say hello. Hello. Oh, no. Absolutely, he is not interested in that. Maybe better luck next time, Ghastly. That's okay. Oh, and there's fireworks going on, so we'll definitely have to go check that out. While the fire dancing and bonfire are nothing new, we had those in the get-together pack. They're still such a cool addition to this festival, and Ghastly is totally here for it. So she is definitely going to go try out some fire dancing while she's here. But of course, on our way over to do that, we're going to stop by and get one of the special, oh, excuse me, thank you. One of the special festival kimonos, and we'll go ahead and put that on. And why not get a drink while we're at it? Of course, these vending machines are pretty much the exact same as they are in all the other areas, so there's not really anything new there, but it's always good to have something on hand if we're going to go hiking, especially up in the bamboo forest and over by the temple, because it's kind of far away from this area, so it's always good to have something. And of course we can't forget to make a wish at the Tanabata tree. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Tanabata? I think so. So we'll let Ghastly go ahead and write down her wish and put on the tree, hoping that her wish will come true. Good job, Ghastly. She seems quite proud of herself. And now that we've done most of the things that we can do in the, I guess, shopping area of the festival, we'll go ahead and let Ghastly go take part in the fire dancing and hopefully not torture herself. She's a bit of a klutz like me, so we'll see. And she's off. This poor dude in the black kimono is just like, please keep that over there. You look dangerous. Oh, and this guy's catching something on fire behind him. I guess they're having a weenie roast or something. And you've got sushi over there and taiyaki. What are you roasting weenies for? Oh, the alien has something on fire too, and Ghastly's just over there twirling away. Black kimono guy is just like, nope, I'm out of here. I don't trust this lady. Oh, and somebody's laying down. This is quite a party. So now that Ghastly's worked up a little bit more of an appetite with her fire dancing, we'll go ahead and let her order one of the taiyaki for dessert. And they do have different flavors that you can choose from, but we'll go ahead and let her get the adzuki red bean paste one because of course we want to try the traditional food of the area. And you can haggle with the vendors at any of these festivals, but I have never had any real luck with that. Oh, here's somebody else laying down. Man, what are they putting in the food here? She's over there just vibing. Okay, so, but yeah, you can haggle with the vendors, but I believe you have to have a certain level of charisma, which Ghastly definitely does not currently have. She's quite the introvert. Oh no, we're not going to go try to talk to this guy again, are we? Ghastly, come on. Oh, bananas and underwear? No. What is this guy talking about? Bowling?
Quips drift swing. And hey,
I love the details of the actual taiyaki that Ghastly has here. You can see the little fish scale pattern on it and the red bean filling on the inside of it. And it's just a cute little food item that I really love. They put so much effort into it. Oh my goodness, Ghastly, whatever you said, that guy just is not having it. We'll go ahead and check out the bamboo forest and head over to the cemetery and temple to check those areas out a little bit before we go ahead and finish this episode up. Now, one thing you can do in the bamboo forest, as well as a few other areas. Oh, no, I cannot take a call right now. No, I can't go anywhere. I'm busy. So you can click on one of actually the board right over there to Ghastly's right. You can click on that and go on a group hike, which sets a animation. Oh, she's loving that taiyaki. It sets an animation where the whole group will go for a hike and they'll stop at different locations throughout the hike, and it's really cool. You can actually earn sentiments from that and moodlets and all kinds of things. So that's definitely something that you want to try out if you have a group with you. But of course, since it's just Ghastly, she'll just go ahead and free roam a bit by herself there. And we're actually going to go on a quick little trip through the bamboo forest to get to the right side of the Senbamachi neighborhood where the cemetery is located. And the cemetery is actually quite nostalgic for me, as it's one of the two types of cemeteries that I saw pretty frequently when I was living in Okinawa. I spent a lot of my time as a paranormal historian, even before moving there. It's always been a huge part of my life. That's where I got the name Ghastly from. My first love, other than The Sims. But I spent my time in a lot of cemeteries in Okinawa, and they had this style of cemetery, and they also had what was called the Turtleback Tomb Cemetery, where it was kind of like it was a tomb, but it had a turtle shell kind of top to it. So those were really cool, and they had those all over the island. Unfortunately, the people of Okinawa have seen much more than their fair share of tragedy, and there are so many beautiful, really, cemeteries to explore. And no, Ghastly singing is definitely not something that we want to do. Just like in real cemeteries, we of course want to be respectful while we're here, because that is, not only is it somewhere that is a final resting place for someone's ancestors, but also in I know at least in Okinawa, the dead are very much still a part of life. They still consider their ancestors to be watching over them as still very much a part of their everyday lives, even if it is from beyond the grave. So of course you always want to show respect in those areas, and that's why I love festivals like Oban and the Festival of Light, because we can pay respect to those ancestors and we can show them that they are, not forgotten, that they are still very much a part of our everyday lives. I guess I'm getting a little cheesy there. But that's definitely pretty much a big part of my culture as well. And oh man, these are so cool. I actually have a really cool picture of those from in real life. So I'll have to see if I can find that and put that up probably on my Instagram. But oh yeah, I forgot. We have the forest spirits over there. So of course we have to go over and say hi to the forest spirits and see if they can grant us a wish. And I think that we get a cool either a sentiment or a moodlet from the forest spirits. I can't exactly remember, but either way, they're adorable and absolutely an awesome addition to the game. Of course, being a paranormal nerd, I love anything to do with folklore and spirits and oh no, they disappear when you wish. Oh, she wished for more cats. Not surprising, and also very true to life. So we'll let, she is really in a singing mood today. I swear, Ghastly. I guess she's in a good mood and enjoying the festival, but either way, we will go ahead and let her go make another wish, because hey, you can never have too many wishes, right? And then we'll let her go ahead and check out the temple a little bit, and I think that's pretty much it for this episode. I think we're going to have maybe 1 or 2 more episodes of this particular series. Of course, we have to do the Festival of Snow still, so we will definitely do that one. And maybe just a little bit more on the nature and hiking and try to take Ghastly mountain climbing. I'm not too sure that that's really her forte, and I don't want her to hurt herself too bad, so maybe we'll find somebody else to take mountain climbing and let Ghastly sit that one out, but we'll see. Ghastly, come on. There's a time and place for everything, but that ain't it, girl. Of all the things to do at a temple, that is not your best choice. So we will go ahead and let her go make her wish. Hopefully she will be wishing to not act really silly anymore. I am so sick of that. And maybe we'll go ahead and throw that one on the Simstagram too. So let her show her followers the cool temple that she was at. And that is it for this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. And let me know your favorite part of the Senbamachi neighborhood. Is it the temple or the cemetery or the food? Either way, let me know. And be sure to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys later. Bye.